Picture this. Your mind is like a high-tech spacecraft cruising through the vast cosmos of daily life. But something's wrong. The ship's systems are clogged with toxic emotional debris. Anger fragments, worry particles, fear emissions. Welcome aboard the Stoic Detox Protocol, a 2,000-year-old technology that's more advanced than anything Silicon Valley could dream up. Today, we're going to clean house, Stoic style. Chapter 2, The Emotional Toxin Scanner. Imagine you're Marcus Aurelius, but instead of commanding Roman legions, you're piloting a neural submarine through the depths of your consciousness. Your scanner detects 3 major toxin clusters. First, the anger asteroid belt. These are the heated particles that form when external events collide with our expectations. Epictetus discovered something remarkable. These asteroids aren't actually coming from outside your ship. They're manufactured right in your own emotional reactor core. Second, the anxiety nebula, a swirling cloud of what-if scenarios and future projections. Seneca called this borrowed trouble. We're literally importing problems from alternate timelines that may never exist. Third, the regret black hole. It pulls your consciousness backward, trapping your mental energy in events you can no longer modify. Here's the plot twist that would make any sci-fi fan jealous. The Stoics figured out that we're not passengers on this ship. We're the ship's AI. We can reprogram ourselves. Chapter 3, Activating the Dichotomy Shield. Time to engage our primary defense system. The Dichotomy of Control. Picture your consciousness as a space station with 2 distinct zones. Zone Alpha contains everything within your control. Your thoughts, reactions, decisions, and efforts. This zone has a beautiful blue glow because it's powered by your own mental energy. Zone Beta contains everything outside your control. Other people's actions, past events, future outcomes, and random cosmic interference. This zone appears red because trying to control it drains your power systems. Here's where it gets interesting. Most emotional toxins form when we accidentally route our mental energy into zone beta. It's like trying to power a toaster with a nuclear reactor while standing in a thunderstorm. Inefficient and slightly explosive. The Stoic Detox Protocol is simple. Every time you feel negative emotion, run a quick diagnostic. Ask yourself, is this happening in zone alpha or zone beta? If it's zone beta, you found your leak. Redirect that energy back to zone alpha where it belongs. Chapter 4, The Perspective Recalibration Chamber. Welcome to the most advanced room on your Stoic spacecraft, the Perspective Recalibration Chamber. Marcus Aurelius used this technology daily. He'd zoom out from his immediate problems until he could see them from cosmic perspective. Traffic jam? Zoom out to see the entire city flowing like a living organism. Workplace drama? Zoom out to see it as temporary fluctuations in human social patterns. But here's the science fiction twist. Modern neuroscience proves the Stoics were right. When we shift perspective like this, we literally change our brain chemistry. The prefrontal cortex takes control from the emotional limbic system. Try this mental experiment. Imagine you're an alien anthropologist studying human behavior from orbit. You notice that humans often create suffering by taking temporary inconveniences and treating them as permanent catastrophes. From this cosmic viewpoint, most of our daily dramas look like what they really are: temporary weather patterns in the atmosphere of consciousness. The Stoics weren't being dismissive, they were being accurate. Chapter 5, Installing the Gratitude Generators. Every properly functioning Stoic vessel needs clean energy sources. Enter the gratitude generator. Seneca discovered that gratitude isn't just feel-good philosophy, it's advanced emotional engineering. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you're literally rewiring your neural pathways. Think of it this way. Your brain has a default setting called the hedonic treadmill. No matter what you achieve, it quickly recalibrates to treat that as your new normal. You're running on an emotional treadmill that goes nowhere. Gratitude breaks this cycle by hacking the comparison algorithm. Instead of comparing your current situation to an imaginary better one, you compare it to not having it at all. Marcus Aurelius had a daily practice. Every morning, he'd mentally prepare for the day by imagining losing everything he valued. Not to be morbid, but to activate appreciation for what he actually had. It's like having a backup save file for your happiness. When things go wrong, you remember that the baseline isn't perfection. The baseline is existence itself. Chapter 6, the morning launch sequence. Every starship needs a proper launch sequence. Your Stoic detox begins the moment you wake up. Step 1. Boot up your dichotomy shield. Before checking your phone or diving into the day's chaos, spend 2 minutes identifying what's in your control today. Step 2. Activate your perspective recalibration. Zoom out and see today as one small chapter in your larger story. Remember, even the worst day is just temporary weather in the climate of your life. Step 3. Power up the gratitude generators. Name 3 things you're genuinely grateful for. Not because you should, but because it literally changes your brain chemistry. The ancient Stoics didn't have neuroscience textbooks, but they understood something profound. The mind is like a muscle. Whatever you practice grows stronger. Practice worry and you become an expert worrier. Practice gratitude and perspective and you become an expert at those instead. This isn't positive thinking. This is cognitive fitness training. Chapter 7, Emergency Protocols for Emotional Storms. Even the most advanced spacecraft encounters turbulence. Here's your emergency protocol for when negative emotions hit like a solar storm. First, engage the stop sequence. Step back mentally. T, take a deep breath. O, observe what's happening without judgment. P, proceed with intentional choice rather than emotional reaction. Epictetus taught his students that between stimulus and response, there's a space. In that space lies your power to choose. Modern psychology calls this the sacred pause. The Stoics called it wisdom. Second, activate your internal weather report. Emotions are like weather patterns. They arise, intensify, and pass away. You don't try to control the weather outside. You can learn not to control the weather inside either. Third, run the present moment diagnostic. Most emotional toxins come from time travel. Your mind visits the past to collect regrets or jumps to the future to gather worries. But here's the thing, you only exist in the present moment. Everything else is mental simulation. When you anchor yourself in now, most problems simply evaporate because they only exist in imaginary timelines. Chapter 8, the evening data backup. Before powering down your Stoic systems each night, run the evening data backup protocol. Seneca did this religiously. He'd review his day like a ship's captain checking the logbooks. What went well? What could be improved? What lessons were learned? But here's the crucial part. This isn't self-criticism, it's data collection. You're not judging your performance, you're gathering intelligence for tomorrow's mission. Ask yourself 3 questions. Where did I waste energy trying to control things outside my influence? When did I successfully redirect that energy to something productive? What am I grateful for from today? This practice literally rewires your brain for Stoic thinking. Neuroscientists call it memory consolidation. Each time you review your day through a Stoic lens, you strengthen those neural pathways. Over time, Stoic responses become automatic. Not because you're suppressing emotions, but because you've trained your mind to process them more efficiently. Chapter 9, Advanced Stoic Technologies. Ready for some advanced features? Let's explore the cutting-edge Stoic technologies. First, the negative visualization engine. This sounds counterintuitive, but regularly imagining loss actually increases happiness. It's like having a gratitude amplifier. Second, the Amor Fati Protocol. This translates to love of fate. Instead of just accepting what happens, you learn to love it. Not because everything is good, but because everything is part of your story. Marcus Aurelius put it perfectly. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every obstacle contains the seeds of opportunity. Third, the Memento Mori reminder system. Remember that you will die. This isn't morbid, it's liberating. When you truly grasp the temporary nature of existence, trivial annoyances lose their power over you. Death isn't the enemy of life. Death is what gives life meaning. Every moment becomes precious when you remember it's limited. Congratulations, fellow cosmic traveler. You've just upgraded your mental operating system with technology that's been tested for over 2 millennia. The Stoic Detox isn't about becoming emotionless, it's about becoming emotionally intelligent. You're not suppressing feelings, you're upgrading how you process them. Remember, this isn't a one-time installation. Like any advanced technology, it requires regular maintenance and updates. Practice these protocols daily and watch as your mind becomes less cluttered, more focused, and infinitely more peaceful. The ancient Stoics discovered something that modern science is only now confirming. We are not victims of our circumstances. We are the programmers of our own experience. Your spacecraft is ready for launch. The cosmos of possibility awaits, and the best part, you've been the captain all along.